Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new or you're returning, just know that I appreciate you very, very much. I would really appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button, maybe even the bell to notify you when I upload a new video. I'm going to try to really keep the videos coming, to try to help grow my channel. But definitely, please hit the like button if you like the video, if you like what you see. So I did these Valentine DIYs. And I didn't want to make this humongous long video because it's hard to hold people's attention. When I watch videos, I get bored after about 25-30 minutes. So I don't want to, put a bunch of stuff on there that you're not even going to see. So I separated my Valentine DIYs into 3 separate videos. Now I've already published the video on how to make this beautiful heart-shaped tray out of Lowe's paint stir sticks and Dollar Tree nautical rope. I will link that in the description. I have this video here is going to be 2 different garlands I made out of Dollar Tree nautical rope. They're very cute. I made little hearts out of them. And then after that one, I have another video where I use a couple of the craft jars from the Dollar Tree, the Mason style jars that they have there that they call craft jars, but they're the glass ones. And I also made this beautiful heart decoration out of Dollar Tree cork board. So if you want to learn how to do that, come back and I will have that video. I should have that video done either today or tomorrow. So hopefully you'll come back and you'll visit my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. Okay, here we go. For this first one, I used both the white nautical rope and the brown. I think you call them both nautical rope, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Anyway, the white rope is a fickle creature. Every time you cut it or whatever you do with that rope, you have to secure the end of it or it will unravel. So it doesn't give you much time. You don't get to mess with it a whole lot before it starts to unravel. So every time I cut it, you'll see me using the hot glue, which I'm still getting used to that big hot glue gun. Oh my goodness. When I first started using it, oh my goodness, the glue globs. Oh, it was terrible. But I've only ever used a small gun, so I'm not used to that massive amount of glue that comes out of that thing. So anyway, you're just going to secure your ends, and then you're going to bring them around and put them together to make, well, see how you do it here. You put them together and you glue them, squeeze them tight there, and then you're going to make a point out of the bottom and you're going to put a little bit of glue there to hold that bottom together to make the tip of the heart. And like I said, I do that with both the white rope as well as the brown. And then I'm going to take some twine because I just didn't like the frayed look in the center. So I took some twine and I wrap it around there just to make it look a little neater. You can use the baker's twine, the white twine, but I thought just to give it a little contrast, I would go ahead and use the brown twine. And I get my twine from either Dollar General or Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Sometimes I find it at flea markets, wherever I can get it cheap. So I do have thick and I do have thin, and I'm using the thin twine here, which I believe I got at the Dollar Tree. But anyways, you're gonna put as much on as you want to. Now what happened there was it kind of fell off the end of it, so I had to rewrap it. But there's no right or wrong way to do it. You can have as much or as little as you want. You know, it looks really nice when you get it done. And then of course you're just going to glue it down and cut it off. And that's me taking my time there, trying not to get a great big amount of glue. I've not been using the glue gun so much. So I had a little period there where I was sick, so I wasn't down here. And my craft supplies and my glue gun just sat here all lonely without me. So I haven't really gotten the hang of using that glue gun. So I probably don't use it as much as I should. So anyways, you saw me put twine on the inside tip of the heart. But I do come back and add it to the bottom also. I'm pretty sure I do. Just to make it look pretty. Just to give it a little more character. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. Just kind of put it together and see how, you know, how big do you want it, and then cut your rope at the size that you prefer. So I didn't want them to be big, and the bigger they are, the harder they are to keep the heart shape. So some of them kind of pop up in the center after I'm done. So I have a little part where I show you how I stick them, get them to stop doing that. You know, it'll kind of pop forward in the center. It doesn't want to hold its shape. It doesn't want to hold the heart shape. So on the back side, you choose which side you want to be the front side. See how the centerpiece keeps flopping backwards. Anyway, if you can't get it to stay, you're going to take your hot glue and you're going to, after you get the heart completely finished how you want it, you're going to take your hot glue and glue all the way around the back side of the heart and stick it to the silicone. This silicone mat or parchment paper. I don't know about wax paper, but I know parchment paper, you can peel it right back up. But anyways, you're going to put it down, you're going to stick it to the mat, and you use as much glue as you need to, but you don't want so much glue that you can see it on the front side of the heart. So you just want to put a line of glue all the way around the back side of the heart, stick it down to the table, you know, whichever, the parchment paper or the silicone mat, and then, you know, let that dry for a moment, and then when you peel it up, your heart will stay. You'll have a glue ring around the back side of it, which will keep your heart, it'll keep its shape then. So anyways, all I'm doing here is, you know, wrapping the center with twine. I haven't started wrapping the bottoms yet, but I will. I'll decide here in a little bit that it will look cute with the bottom wrapped also. So of course with the brown rope or the twine, you have to burn all the fuzzies off of it. So here's where I decide to put some twine at the bottom, which I think made it look even cuter. I didn't get to the Dollar Tree for Valentine's supplies this year. I didn't get any Christmas supplies for the Christmas season either. I'm trying to use up things that I have around here, so I had to come up with things, you know, to make for Valentine's. So hearts are, you know, the easy choice to, you know, make heart shapes. So I didn't have too much trouble with Valentine's Day. I will have to go and get some stuff for spring or Easter, because I don't have a lot of you know, spring flowers or Easter things. And you can see how my the center of my heart keeps popping up. I had one, just one, that wouldn't hold its shape, and that's the one that I will show you here in a minute. I'm not sure where it's at in the video, but I do show you, you know, go ahead and put hot glue all the way around the back side of it. For the most part, they stay. So I was just telling you, giving you a thumbs down on that. I didn't like the way it looked without the twine at the bottom. So once you get the glue, once the glue dries, you put that little bit of twine on there. Once you let that dry, you can pull it tight. So there, I'm telling you to squeeze it tight and then wrap the twine around. But once that glue dries a little bit, you can pull it tight. You know, of course you have to wait for the glue to dry a little bit, but anyways, this is pure preference here. So I did wrap a couple of the brown rope hearts with baker's twine, and the baker's twine as well as the white nautical rope fray on the end. The baker's twine is, the white baker's twine is so difficult to work with because as soon as you cut it, it just frays. However many pieces of string they use to put that together, it just comes apart. So I don't enjoy working with the white baker's twine, but I do love, you know, the contrast it gives to the brown rope. You see how pretty the hearts are? They turned out very pretty, and you know, easy to make, and definitely budget friendly. If you had to buy 2 ropes, you know, you've got $2 and then the twine, but I didn't use up all of the ropes, so you know, there's not even $2 in this. Probably about $2 if you put all of the ingredients together. Ingredients. Yeah, I'm funny. But you know, with the twine, the glue, the ropes, I don't know why I decided to show you again how to make another heart. Just for video. Oh, the baker's twine, that's why. But what I would do is put a dot of glue on, the same as I did with the other twine, but with this I would really twist it. I would get the glue, let the glue dry a little bit, and then twist the heck out of it to keep the twine from fraying. But there's really, I mean, I think I thought in this, I'm just going to show you, I'm going to show you real quick how to use this twine, and it just came apart. It was the worst I'd had it come apart. So it was supposed to be for video purposes, but it ended up, it kicked my butt. So anyway, white twine's just a little bit harder to work with than the other. Well, I shouldn't say a little bit, it's a lot harder to work with. You just have to be prepared for the fray, because it always frays. At least the twine that I have. I don't know, you know, if you have a twine that doesn't fray, leave me a comment, let me know, and I'll buy that twine, because I have never found a white twine that didn't fray. See, it looks very pretty with the white. So there's the 3 different parts that I made. So I'm showing you here how that piece won't stay down in the center, it just keeps popping up. So pick out which side is the best side. I'm trimming some of the baker's twine on it. Pick out which side you want to be up, and then on the back side of that you're going to put a line of glue all the way around the heart. Excuse me. Yeah, all the way around it, and then that is a silicone mat underneath, and I'm going to stick it to that silicone mat. Let that dry for a minute. Doesn't take like a really long time. And then you're going to peel it up, and what you have is a heart that, you know, it is a little flat on the back, but you can't tell when you look at it, and it stays the way that you have it. So I checked the rest of them, and I didn't really have trouble with any of them keeping their shape. So it was just that one. I mean, every now and then they pop out, like when you know, you have them sitting in a pile. But if you do have trouble with them, I mean, you can do it to all of them. to make them stiff. But so here we have it. I made 3 of each style of the brown rope and just two of the white, you know, the white rope. So what I do is I go ahead and tie a knot. I put the heart on, and then I tie a knot, and then you can do this in any combination that you want. So I did the brown with the brown twine, and then the brown with the white twine, and then I'm just tying it like a shoestring knot, I guess what you call it, a knot. I always think of a knot as something you can't get out. So then I use the white, and then that was my pattern. So I completed that pattern and then tied them, and I decided to tie them on just to, you know, remove the movement. You can't move it. They'll stay right where you put them, and it, you know, and then you can always go back and if you don't like the way that they're set up, you can always go back and change it so they're not, it's not, you know, a solid knot. It's just the beginning of the knot, I guess. I don't know how you say it. But anyways, this turned out really cute. I'm going to add some ribbon, and you could add beads to it. You could add more ribbon to it. Really decorate it any way that you want to. You could put a little bow in the center of each of the hearts with some kind of ribbon. I like it just plain the way that it is, so I left it this way. I didn't have to fight with it. I did have one that lost its way. I couldn't get it to stay straight on there for some reason. I think it was that one. But to finish this off, you're just going to put a big knot in the end of your twine. Just so that, well, you're going to put ribbon on it, so just so that your ribbon doesn't fall off. So, and I mean, it's very simple, it's very basic. It'll go good on a mantle. I don't have a mantle. I don't really have any place to put it. I got a lot of stuff down in my house because I'm planning on painting. So I don't really have a place to put it right now. But so I thought, you know, without cutting that ribbon off, is this really what I want it to look? And I thought, well, it looks cute. It looks kind of raggy. Is that a word, raggy? But I thought it was cute enough to put the ribbon on. So I think I used 9 pieces of ribbon to put on there. I guess I'm going to show you every piece of ribbon that I got. Oh well. Oh, there we go. So I'm just going to tie this on, you know, before the hearts start and then in between each heart. And I'm just using a simple shoestring knot there. I'm not tying it tight, just enough to hold it on there. You know, not really crushing the ribbon, I guess. Pulling it hard enough to crush the ribbon. That has to be my favorite ribbon from the Dollar Tree, I guess, would be this lace. What is it? Lace ribbon? Yes, and I love it when you cut the ribbon in half. How it looks in 2 pieces. It looks really it looks kind of raggy, but it looks lacy. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but so here it is on my Dollar Tree poster board there. I just don't have anywhere else, so I decided here with my last DIY that I made, I did take my glass jars upstairs and put them on one of my hutches, and used my phone for the video footage to do the final reveal. And I'm hoping that it doesn't mess up my video, because this camera's 1080 whatever, and I don't know what my phone is. Okay, so let's jump into the next one. And here I'm doing the exact same thing. I didn't know if I was going to keep these two garlands on the same video, so I show you again how to make the heart. This time I only used white nautical rope. So you're going to do the same thing. Figure out how big you want the hearts to be, and then cut your rope off and hot glue it. And the little spatula from the makeup section of the Dollar Tree. Thing works wonders, I'll tell you. So anyways, yeah, you just use the rest of your, cut the rest of them with the first one, so that way they'll all be the same size. And this was Glue Glob Glower. Glue Glob Glower. Hey, it's a tongue twister. You know, from touching it, I had glue all over my fingers. Of course, there's glue all over the makeup spatula, and that was all over my table, yada yada. But I had to keep brushing it off. So anyways, you put them together the way that you want your heart to be. I try to wipe off excess glue as I go. And, you know, the strings. I remember I had a Monster sitting there. I was drinking a Monster. And I was dragging the glue gun over top of the Monster, and every time I take a drink it felt like there was a hair in it. It was pretty gross. But that's what I did. And I didn't learn from it either, because I left the Monster there and did it about 3 more times. So there you go. See how pretty these hearts are. I just love the rope hearts. I think they're so gorgeous. So here we are. I made 6 of them, and I experimented a little bit off camera as to how I wanted to do these. At first I just couldn't decide, you know, how do I want to bring these together. So I decided to take the lace ribbon from the Dollar Tree, cut them, you know, cut them into equal parts, cut as many as I needed, which would have been 6, I believe, right? 6 or 5. And that's going to bring the hearts together. And then I'm going to use a ribbon, a gingham ribbon, I believe. Is it gingham or is it buffalo check, or is it just a black and white ribbon? I don't know. But anyways, I got this from Amazon. I got this ribbon from Amazon, and I love this ribbon. It just screams farmhouse. It's just beautiful. I love it. I have another one that's similar to this one, but it's a little bit thicker. But I chose to do the small. And this is just a shoestring bow, is all it is. It's, you know, about the easiest one that you can make. And it did take a lot of practice for me to be able to get them, you know, to where they look decent. So I'm going to dovetail the ends of the ribbon, the bows, I should say. So go ahead and do that with all of your, and I thought, well, I'll show you one more time. It's just a simple shoestring bow, and then you're going to, you know, pull it tight, pull the legs down. See, and if you don't get them even, try it again. You know, you have nothing to lose. I'm just trying to get mine as even as possible. and you pull on the bunny ears, and then you pull the other things back down, then you pull on the bunny ears some more until you get it tight and you get it the size that you want it to be, and then you fold the end over and you dovetail it. Cut it off there and dovetail. It's very easy, but it's easy for me to say when I've done them. You know, it took me practice to do them. So if you don't, you know, if you just can't get it right, just keep trying. Just like you would tie your shoe. So I'm going to take this ribbon in, and I picked the best side of the heart and put that side face down on my mat, the best side down. And then I'm just going to glue this ribbon. I got too much, which I've been doing with that new gun. And make sure it don't stick to my mat. It did stick a couple times. Then you turn it over to your good side up, and then put your little bow down right in the center. I think this turned out so cute. Then your good side down, and do the same thing. Just choose whichever side of the heart that you like the best and put that side down. If you glue this even, you know, you won't be able to see the seam from the other side. So there I was stuck to the mat. Then I decided, just instead of turning it over, putting the bow on, just go ahead and do the rest of them with a lace ribbon, and then turn it over and do the bows. So I had a relapse on my cigarette smoking. I went back to, when I got sick, I had my husband go get me some cigarettes because I just couldn't take another minute, I said. But I'm back to quitting. I smoked my last cigarette again on Saturday. This is Monday morning. So back to, if you've never smoked, just consider yourself lucky. It is so hard to stop. It's just got this grip on me that no matter what I do, that cigarette's in my mind. And every time I see, you know, a television show where somebody's smoking or even talking about smoking, it just gets a knot in my stomach. It tells me, you need a cigarette right now, just absolutely right now. Yeah, every time, you know, I'm around somebody that smokes, I'm like, oh, I want one of those so bad, you know, and it's just like the ache that never goes away. It's always there, but you know, I just gotta fight it. It's so hard. So hard not to smoke. I started so young, it was just ridiculous. But anyway, so now we're ready to put the small bows on and finish this thing up. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate you very much. I hope you will hit like and subscribe. I'm going to try to do 2 videos a week. You know, just to get I need to get my channel up and going. I've been stalling here. I'm going to try to bring videos that I like to do, things that are unique. I don't like to do everything that everyone else is doing. Maybe that's what my problem is. Maybe I'm not doing the popular stuff. But I do like to try to do my own thing. I like it to be Terry, you know, not something I saw. And I do, don't get me wrong, I watch a lot of videos from a lot of my favorite crafters. and I do get ideas from them, of course I do. But I do like to make things my own. I like to do things my own way. And, you know, I might get an idea from someone, and then I like to put a Terry twist on it. Or, you know, like with these, I just sat around here and thought, what can I do that's heart, you know, heart related? And, you know, I didn't get to the Dollar Tree to get any supplies, so I used things that I had on hand, some things I had from last year and whatnot. So anyways, please come back. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you for watching. And there it is. Turned out so pretty. Come back and see me.